Let me see. We get these phones, and how do we stop pre-existing calls or robot calls, or they're calling your employees and threaten them and so forth. Now, as a business owner, you can control the outcome of that. Yeah, you can tell your employee do not put their name down as a business, but they can't control if they go deficient in their bills, or maybe it's a scam, or maybe it could be a scam. Everything that calls in is not always what it seems. Sometimes there's identity theft in place. So when you're in business, have an open mind. Provide information for your employer. Let them know about the Federal Trade Commission. You can also file a complaint if you have creditors robocalls calling, because it will occur. Because unfortunately, the cell phone companies and regular landline companies cannot control what comes in your line to a certain extent. You're going to have to do your part. You can block the numbers. Don't you hear the dogs barking on that? They're barking. Yes, they're barking. Let the Federal Trade Commission make a complaint with the FDTC. Because unlike FDCPA and the FTCA, they don't give you the right to sue the creditors for violations. But you can make a complaint with the FTC. The FTC will then contact its own investigation and if it's appropriate, take action against the creditor. You know, your local city and states might have a program that prohibits creditors to call at work. Your local and state laws might also offer additional protection from the workplace collection calls from both debt collectors and creditors. State law might also provide the greater damages than what is allowed by the federal law. Check with the state attorney general's consumer law department or local attorney to find out what's illegal in your state, or talk to an attorney. Now, for the robocalls, you can register your telephone number, emails, if you want to stop junk mails. They do have DMACHOICE.thedma.org where you can register. It's a $2 fee for that, for more than if it's just mail or email issues, or you want to stop a deceased person and you get mail at your business, the person deceased is evident, or your business residence. It doesn't make a difference. This information give you the sources to be able to control it. There's a $2 fee. You can cancel it in time, but you can register as a caregiver. You can register as a deceased person. It can control the direct mail, one-on-one. It gives general information. Also, if you want to go through the Federal Trade Commission to register, donotcall.gov. Trade fraud. Did you know that even in trade, in business, you can run across fraud? How private interests can avoid falling victim to trade violations? Know your customer. Business that exists only for a short time and then is replaced by another company at the same address. Goods being shipped from high-risk production areas and shipped from fictitious anonymous return address. Same name used for both sender and recipients. Shipments in circumstance or recircuit routes, avoid embargo, transshipments, and diversion points. These are just some of the few tips that you can use in avoiding trade fraud. Yes, the trade lines. Sometimes you can reach out and want to purchase items. You just need to fact find and verify the trade companies. You can also go on your state website. They have for IP theft as well as trade crimes. Get the tips from your local or your state agencies to help you to prevent being frauded. Just know your facts when it comes to your business. Trade Commission does multiple things. It can give you information to help you to be successful with your business as well as your personal needs. It can guide you with 10 things you can do to avoid fraud, what to do if you were scammed. If you think you see a scam, report it. Believe it or not, starting a business, you will come across scammers. They can come in person, they can call you by the phone. You have to do your fact finding, no matter how great what they're selling or saying. They can be telling you they can get you to a certain point, get you so many customers. I don't care how long they said they've been doing it. Do your own fact finding, because believe it or not, when you go in business, your name go into this pool. You're here. And everybody come in for the grab. They cannot screen to say who's a scam and who's not. So beware of people that walk in your business, solicitors, even the ones that call, ones reach out to your email, even reach out to your phone. Everyone is not who they say they are when you're in business. That's the biggest bloopers. They will be ones that come in and say, hey, I can get you this good old deal on your building sign. I see you hadn't got your business sign up yet. And you're thinking like, I've already went. Maybe I can come out on a greater deal. You're thinking, and you listening. He comes in with his business cards, but you don't do the fact finding if they're legit business cards. These people these days, they are very resourceful and creative. And companies out there make it easy for scam artists to be able to get business cards, flyers. They do it all. And you have to watch the money too, because there are fake bills in circulation as well. So that's just a tip for going in business, because it does occur. It may not be told on a national level, but it happened in your local city, state, and counties on a daily basis. Sometimes you can't do anything about it. You just got scammed. Oh, that is a big blooper. Because it could be. Someone come in, look legit. They can have on their business suit and have them business cards and showing you all the service they can provide, and you give them a deposit not thinking, and then he'll say, oh, I'll make the next deposit. Or he may say, oh, this is all our department, this set up, and they give you a receipt. You think you started waiting for this person to come in, and they're nowhere to be found. You get to doing your research, you go, and you just lost the money. Your money just off in the wind. It happens. That's a blooper. So make sure that you go to reliable sources. You can do your fact finding the good deals, but make sure they're reliable sources, reliable business, and do your own due diligence. Don't rely on others telling you that, because people that you least expect, that could be on a scam with the person that's trying to, because they see that you got a business, they think you got money. That's one of the incorrect perception of people. No matter if you got a capital loan or not, no matter if you have your own money to fund your business, the misconception is that people think just because you open a business that you have loads of money, which is so further from the truth. So just be mindful out there, and just remember consumers.ftc.gov. You can go on there. You can file reports and give you information on scams, privacy, identity, online security. It gives you a wealth of information. It'll lead you to the sources, and don't forget to register your telephone number as well to the do not call list, because a lot of times there will be people that will pretend to be a reputable business, and you'll think, oh, they'll call out names that you think you know. They'll say, oh, we'll be doing this promotion, and it's for the city, and we'll put your business name on the t-shirt, and this t-shirts will be millions of t-shirts. it'll be this company. And what they have done is they have recruited and made money off of different people, whether if it's $300 or $500 or $1,000, and say, hey, your name, here's some more companies that's going on, and this is time to get your name out there. And then we'll send you some calendars, or we'll send you some coasters, or maybe some magnets. You may get the magnets, but your name has not been reached out there. There's no guarantee on that call that is what is going to occur unless you have did your due diligence and find out this is a reputable business and they've been doing it for years, and you have personally contact each one of those businesses. Because 9 times out of 10, they're just into getting money to say that they're doing advertisement on your behalf. And I noticed that you had this 5.0 rating or this 4.2 rating. And people need to know that your business is blooming. You can reach more dynamics. And then you'll get those that say, hey, I see that you got this high rating, and I want to give you've been noticed and recognized, and I want to give you more of an advertisement to come on with these other companies. And it'll be, your name will be plaque on this restaurant table, flashing back and forth. And then if you do your due diligence, you ask, what are the companies that you want my name to be tied to? Because if you got a 5-point rating, you can rest assured, if somebody with a 3-point rating, you're helping their dynamic of their neighborhood. Because when you're clumping business names that have good ratings to people that may have average, you may be helping boosting that particular shopping malls, because they seeing your name is known, your name is famous. So those things do occur. It could be, just remember, I've mentioned in my other episode that even when you tie your name to where you have your business location, if it's in a shopping center, your ratings impact that whole shopping center. It's sometimes if you go in and the ratings of the landlord is 3.0 or 2.0, by your presence of your business being there, it upgrades their ratings and improves. So the more better ratings you have, reviews you have, it just don't impact your business. It affects everybody in that block. They don't tell you that, but it does. Believe it or not, it helps everybody, and everyone's trying to piggyback. The only way that you succeed is if you become a owner of your own property, your own land, your own building. You own that brick and mortar, then you have a rights to your own scoring. That's the only way that you actually win. But you being in business at a poor rating location can either be a good thing or a bad thing. It depends on you as a business owner, because you try to draw your clients into a low income, or maybe it may not be, but a poor rating business, retail, commercial. And it really so depends on if your client's going to come there. Your clients may change the dynamic, because the type of clients that you have coming in, the type of clients can change the whole dynamics of way, because it really depending on what type of service that you're serving. What are you selling? What is your product? Can your product can change and block out the mindsets of what's going on around you? If you can do that, you're doing well. So, but you do want to protect your business on any promotions, any type of advertisement, anybody that's calling in, even the ones that's threaten and say, hey, I'm going to sue you. It is in every state and county have their own laws. So check with your attorney general, check with your law enforcement, check with your state. Find out what are the do's and don'ts on violation and calling in your business behind a collection from your employees, whether if it's from you. Do they have a right to call you during your business hours? That is the thing is, it is against law in most states for a robocalling and people calling and harassing during business time. Or did you opt to let them to call? You may need to go back and say, hey, I'm opting out. Do not call. You have to put them on notice as well. But also file your complaints. This is a beginner's business bloopers. Business beginner's bloopers. I'm telling you, these will help you in a long process, but it is common. Sometimes we ignore it and it gets worse and worse and worse. So we're going to hear the dogs bark. Roof, 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 roof. You're going to hear them in the static. But how can you control the outcome of the noise that's going on in your business? Help your employers. Don't be so cruel to say, I'm going to fire you if you don't if you don't control these calls coming in. Do not. No. Help them and give them the tools to control the outcome, as well as you control the outcome and do your due diligence in the business. No banks, no business, no person that's in business that is exempt from being frauded. Every now and then you will possibly have a customer that appears to be okay, may look like an honest customer, but they may come with fraud intentions. You'll never know until you be able to recognize the signs of being frauded by credit card, debit card, checks, or cash. And don't forget those gift cards. Do you know that you're not protected when it comes to credit and debit and gift cards? The banks only protect you to a certain extent. You can verify the driver's license, the valid ID, but when it comes to gift cards, you have to monitor with a thin layer. Verify the debit card or the credit card that matches the name. Oh yeah, you will get the customer say, oh, my aunt, my granny, my boyfriend bought me this gift card. But as a business owner, it's your responsibility to fact find and making sure, no matter if they paid for it online, via email, cell phone, that who purchased the card is the person that is receiving the service. If not, that person needs to be there with the valid ID and in the actual card, whether if it's virtual information or not. The banks usually will side with the client, no matter what their intent is. It's your responsibility to fact find and make sure that your funds are being paid. Oh, the bloopers, what it may consist. It may consist of you filing a police report. You may have to do a Federal Trade Commission on fraud on gift cards and credit and debit cards. Oh, the sky can be limit. How can you trust anyone? You can't when it comes to your business. Business is your responsibility. Your responsibility to make sure that that ID matches up with that credit card. And even if someone purchased that gift card, it is your responsibility to verify the credit and debit card that purchased it. Because by popular belief, the customer that claimed that they did not allow a person to use the card to purchase that gift card. It happens. 2 weeks passed and you paid, and you thought you got paid for a service that was rendered. All the red tape that you have to go through. To avoid it, fact find and verify and get a signature and contract at all times. No matter how you don't want to do it, get a signature, have a contract, verify that the ID matches the debit, credit, or gift card. Those are just some of the beginner's bloopers that you want to avoid. So remember, beginner's business bloopers. The BBB, not Better Business Bureau, but the beginner's business bloopers.